If you're just joining us on Kababayan LA, wow, you've missed a few segments already. It's a day of inspiration coming from Filipina Women's Network kung papaano po nagsasama-sama yung ating mga kababayan na kababaihan in order to uplift the image of kababayans. Earlier, you've met Mary Lee and Leia, both from Filipina Women's Network. And let's now meet and get to know the story of a very successful kababayan here in the U.S., Dr. Bambi. Dr. Bambi, hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, Janelle. Thank you for having us.
Marami po sa ating mga kababayan, when they migrate here, it's make or break for them. Some of them give up after 1 year, 2 years, go back to the Philippines. But you are a successful doctor practicing here in Washington, D.C. Tell us about your secret. What is the story of your success?
Well, we first came here in 1990. I had 2 kids. And, you know, getting into the hospital system, it's like getting into it's like a needle in a haystack. Yeah. We basically sent out 700 letters. And this was before computers.
Wow, 700, okay.
So talk about persevering. And so I also had to look, this is for my husband, and I had to look for a position where my husband was working. And so you just have to keep at it.
Right. How many years as transition? Did you give yourselves a timeline na after 2 years, if we don't make it, we're packing our bags and going back to the Philippines?
Oh, no, we had to make it right away. So we were lucky too.
So going back was not an option.
Going back was not an option because we had 2 kids.
Yeah, perseverance equals success. And these are the kind of stories, Mary Lee, that you highlight in Filipina Women's Network through your list of 100 most influential, correct?
Yeah. One of the missions of Filipina Women's Network is to build its pipeline of talented women that one day one of them will become president of the United States, which is an aspirational goal. And stories like Bambi, Dr. Lorica, for example, is one of the reasons that we have a nationwide search for the 100 most influential Filipino women. We not just recognize their accomplishments, but we also, it is a working recognition award. We ask them to femtor a young Filipino woman and come back to this year, Pinay Power 2012, for a reunion. So we're hoping in August 30th and September 1st in San Francisco, where the 100 most influential search was launched, that we are going to have the 600 women, the 300 most influential women in 2007, 2009, and 2011, and you're one of those this year, Janelle, and that they will bring their femtees and really a celebration, because we want to tell the world and the U.S. about our social and economic contributions to the building of America.
And we want to pass it on to the younger generation, and that's why you have that femtoring activity or project, which is mentoring another female.
And this is where Leia comes in, one of our transformational stories.
Tell us about your experience. You know, what did you learn from joining this group?
Well, back in 2006, when I joined the Vagina Monologues, I wasn't thinking about networking or professional development. I thought, oh, this would be fun. But shortly after that, I actually went to Honduras to serve as a Peace Corps volunteer for 2 years.
Wow.
But the good thing I did was that I never unsubscribed from the mailing list from FWN. So I stayed in touch. I know what's going on, and I thought, like, wow, they're doing a lot of things, or gave me exposure to a lot of things I was never aware of. So when I got back, I had this opportunity to apply as a fellow for FWN, and fortunately, I got accepted, and that has just opened so many doors. At the same time, you know, I served in Honduras, but now I want to serve the community. I grew up in the Philippines, but I didn't really know too much about it. I know Honduras better than I do the Philippines, so now there's that need to connect in that way, to serve in however I can, but now I'm in constant contact with all these leaders in different sectors and then doing amazing things. I never knew about this, but now my options have multiplied just tremendously.
Thank you for that honesty. You know Honduras better than the Philippines, and it's time that we should get to know the Philippines better. When we succeed here, and there are kababayans who do succeed, I guess we inspire them and we invite them to share with the community, because some of them think that for as long as we establish ourselves here, we're providing for our family, that's it. We don't have a responsibility to the community anymore. Talk to us about that.
Yes, we've been given so much. And so when I heard about this, the campaign, the Filipina Image, Reshaping the Filipina Image campaign, I knew I had to be part of it.
Okay.
I have 3 daughters, and this is...
And I think, you know, one important thing is when we succeed individually, as long as the community doesn't go up, parang yung success ba natin kulang. Pero pagka sama-sama tayong umangat, pare-pareho po tayong makikinabang, seems like a good, worthwhile cause. How do we become a member?
Well, we have members nationwide, and Filipino women are welcome. All you have to do is really come to our website, and tell us who you are. And we do charge membership dues, about $100 a year. And we look at that as really their investment in themselves and to the future of the Filipino-American community.
All right.
The one thing that I also wanted to say.
You know what? We're running out of time, but perhaps we can talk about that another time. Thank you so much. More power to all of you. That's the website on the screen. Please check them out and become a member. This is your contribution to the society and your investment to yourselves. This has been Janelle Sawyer, Kababayan in Los Angeles. I'll see you again tomorrow.